Hey everyone, I'm Derek William Dalton here to read the first chapter of SpaceBoots. The character is not of the same ethnicity or age or culture as me, and he does not have the voice of a white guy in his 40s. So as I voice him, my intention is to be artistic and respectful and accurate and nothing else. And here we go. SpaceBoots, Chapter 1. Breakfast of Chumps, Scranton, Pennsylvania, April 2056. Monday, April 3rd. Mom offered to make French toast that morning, not from her homemade whole wheat bread with the special protein-boosting yeast her company engineered, bread that made the house fill with warm, smelling joy as it baked, the crust taking on the same smooth cinnamon brown color as her complexion. Good stuff, but too nutritious. That morning, she meant French toast from the factory-assembled, bleached flour, fiber-free, snow-white squishy stuff with absolutely no nutritional value. She even got out the real high fructose corn syrup with artificial maple and butter flavor instead of the usual agave nectar. I ate 9 slices in heavenly syrup-smothered stacks of 3, and that's the last good thing that happened all day. It was exam day. Wait, that sounds wrong. Exam day. That's better. Except there needs to be a human skull over the X and blood dripping from the Y and a background minor chord. Everyone finishing 8th grade was subjected to a day of feeling like a moron, being dragged through the mud of inadequacy, all to get into top high schools that train scientists and artists and leaders and others who get more opportunities than everyone else. Sure, everyone can be anything they want in 2050s America, but why not get there years faster and for free without having to work in food service? I'd skipped PE for months to hide in the library and study chemistry, used my lawn mowing money to hire a calculus tutor on Saturdays, and hung out in the biology lab with Amanda before soccer practice. She'd passed the exams the year before and was training for xenobiology, not to study cool aliens which abduct people and make art in grain fields, even though they insist that wasn't us. Just boring microbes scraped off the rocks the landers bring back. I didn't care about that stuff. She understood the genetics simulator. Before long, so did I. I also wanted to know everything she did about the exam. And why all the effort? When I was 9, on a sunny summer day, I took a shortcut home from the library with my pet skunk, Don Juan. Yep, I'd smuggled a skunk into the public library, and it wasn't the first time. Coming home, we'd carefully picked our way through an old, rusty industrial building. But somewhere among the metal guts of Scranton, Don Juan got a cut on his belly. Cut? Belly? Years of studying, and I default to the 8th grade words. Can't have that. I mean, abdominal laceration, right lower quadrant. Don't remember how he got it, but I do remember thinking he was going to die because it was so long and there was so much blood and because I'd read Where the Red Fern Grows. Nearly lost my tough guy facade with that book, barely holding back fat tears until I could hide in the bathroom with the water running. Thanks a lot, Wilson Rawls. At home, Dad looked at the injury calm as anything and told me to hold Don Juan's collar. Calm, but his smile said excited too, like this was some kind of challenge. That was impressive. Not because he didn't like a challenge, but because so far only Mom and I had ever been able to pull him away from his car restoration projects. He came back with upholstery tools from his shop and a bottle of dark brown stuff I'd seen in his locked cupboard. He poured some into Don Juan's water bowl. A few sniffs, and Don Juan enthusiastically started his liver on a Scotch workout. He yelped and squirmed when Dad dabbed some of it onto the injury, but then he went back to licking his bowl. I held him as he went sleeping cat limp. Don Juan didn't often let me hold him while he slept, but I felt too nervous to enjoy it this time. A quick soap and water scrub over the laceration, and Dad doused a needle in what looked like fishing line in iodine. "Dad," I asked, "you sure you can do this?" He smiled more, sharp cheekbones rounding, his 40-something crinkles spreading from the corners of his brown-black eyes, and he sewed up that laceration like the seat of an old 2023 Mustang. "Living upholstery, Leo," he said, "like Lexus leather, only without the new car smell. Don Juan will be good as new." That was the moment. The one where I knew I wanted to be a surgeon. To put something damaged back together like Dad, only something alive. Something that worked with me by healing itself after I'd arranged it. And yes, my name is Leo. Not sure how I feel about that. It's not short for Leonardo, which makes sense since I have no Italian ancestors. It's just Leo. It's not a Kenyan Digo tribe name like Looking at Me suggested. It's Latin. Also an old zodiac astrology reference. The epitome of stupidity. I am sure how I feel about that. I'm also sure that my Major League Soccer dreams faded faster than most boys in the face of my new discovery. My interest in being an astronaut took a dive after Don Juan's care from Dr. Dad. Even designing video games seemed dull after something so scary and real and awesome. All I needed were 5 good hours on Monday, April 3rd. That's it. 4 at a computer answering questions, 1 in front of a group of adults. Intimidating adults, probably, with their weird hair and that adult smell. 5 hours total, and if it had gone well, I'd have been off to the Watterson Health and Medical High School in Philadelphia, an accelerated pre-medical university, and then med school. Didn't work out like that. Not even close. Enjoy, everybody. This is Derek William Dalton.